All right, so I didn't see this. So two things. Number one, this is no bueno. Okay, this isn't good. Scotty Barnes diagnosed with fractured hand. Not good. Not good whatsoever. PJ says Spurs pick may not convey. Pretty tough. We definitely need them winning. Let's just see what's going on with. And it's okay if they don't. It's okay. But why did I just type in Toronto? Why did I do that? Let's see. So they won their last game. No, they didn't. They won today. They lost their last game. I don't know, man. This is going to be tough. Pelicans going to be a tough one. Suns, tough one. Trailblazer. That'll be fine. This is going to be really tough. But if you don't know, guys, we do need them to win so their pick will convey. But it's very much so possible that Toronto Raptors could go into next season and it just carries over and we'll have another good 2025. We could very well get 3 2025 first round picks, like lottery picks, that is. I mean, so I don't know. That's not great. We want them to keep winning, but hey, we have no control over it. That's why your own picks are the most valuable at times. So it is what it is. But nonetheless, 2024, I think this should be the year of getting a wing. Oh no, Barnes is hurt. Yeah. All right, and then I wanted to look at this. So Kevin, shout out to you. He says, Clan Spurs fan, we know NBA would not allow it, but I love to hear it. All right, I have no idea what this is.
In my opinion, he should have been in the All-Star game.
Low key.
Top 5 selling jersey too.
That's what I'm saying. We need to throw him in the replacement. Somebody else get hurt. Shit.
Put big fella in the game,
you know what though?
Yeah, he should have been an All-Star for sure.
This might be the first rookie in my that I can remember that can win Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year.
Ooh.
That's never happened before, right? There's never been a rookie that won Defensive Player of the Year. And I think maybe that is partially because, let's see. I think that's partially because it is based on your team performance oftentimes. And unfortunately, you're always going to a bad team. No rookie has won Defensive Player of the Year. No teenager has either. Is Defensive Player of the Year team-based? Technically, no. I don't think it's like in the rule. It's like one of those unwritten rule things, right? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those unwritten rule things. Like it's like the best defensive team or one of the better defensive teams, and just so happen that like they have also one of the best defensive players in the NBA. It is something like that. Rudy Gobert owns it. I think it is team based. Is that like written? That's not like written in stone though, right? That's like kind of an unwritten rule. Yeah, gotta have both, but it's an unwritten rule, right? Right? Like just like how it was an unwritten rule that to win MVP, you need X amount of games that you played. Never actually said it, but it was always around the 60 game range that guys would win it anyway. Isn't that right? When will Devin win? Honestly, unsure. Yeah, I don't think it's like set in stone. It says defensive player, not team. Exactly. But I'm saying like that's like one of those unwritten rule things. You think Timmy would have defensive years if that was true? Would have defensive player of the years? Does Tim Duncan not have one defensive player of the year award? How did Timmy not get a defense? Who won defensive player of the year over Timmy? Nope, just defensive team awards. He doesn't. Wemby better be a defensive player or defensive team. But who won it over Timmy? Let's see. Defensive player of the year each year. Let's see. All right. So Duncan came in around, was it like 90? When was Duncan drafted? 97, guys? He was 97, right? You got Mutombo, Morning, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Meta World Peace. In 2004, he earned it over Duncan. Okay, you had Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace has a lot of these things. Ben Wallace was great, man. Marcus Camby, sorry. Kevin Garnett. Even Kevin Garnett got one. And then and then at this point, it's like there's no way Duncan can get one, right? Like he's getting a little up there at this point. Dang it. I did not realize that. I thought he had at least one. To be fair, Timmy's era was full of defensive monsters. Yeah, that is true. Artest, Howard. Yeah, Ben Wallace was nasty. He was a whole nother monster. Okay. Let's see, we go further down. Jordan got one, right? Does Jordan have one? Michael Jordan don't have a defensive player of the year? Why did I think Jordan had a defensive? Oh, Jordan got one? Where is it? Was it in the... What year did he win it? I don't know why it only goes down to 83 on this list. Scroll down. When the heck did... 88? Oh, okay, I missed it. Okay. All right. Gosh, Duncan don't have one. You know, it's not like that. It's not like that bad. I mean, when we're talking about GOATs, I don't think people really take that into consideration. Like, people definitely say, like, Michael Jordan, great defender, whatnot. But, I don't know. Let's see. Who won it last? You got Jaren Jackson, Marcus Smart. See, yeah, at that point, because these aren't, like, the best. Jaren Jackson and Marcus Smart aren't the best defenders in the league at that time. Like, it's just their teams. Rudy Gobert, Giannis, Rudy Gobert. I just don't see why Wemby shouldn't win it this year. Oh yeah, and Kawhi won it back-to-back. There's only a handful of players that have won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I think like 5. Oh, that won both? NBA players to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. You got Michael Jordan, Olajuwon, David Robinson, Kevin Garnett, and Giannis. Wow. It's because the Spurs team defense sucks. I wish they would look at like what type of impact individually Wemby has. I mean, he's terrorizing teams. He's getting blocks after blocks after blocks each game. I hate it. Okay. Well, nonetheless, I do agree. Did we stop the video? I think I stopped the video right in the middle. Hold on.
He's in the conversation.
He gotta be in the conversation.
He is.
He gotta be in the conversation. Ain't nobody talking about it. You get 10 blocks in the game,
Yes.
and you leading the league in blocks. You gotta be in the conversation.
Absolutely. And it's got to be a real
really.
conversation.
Like, no, seriously. Like,
Right,
you
real
get 10.
shit.
Who got 10 blocks in the game this year?
I think he might be the only one.
That's it.
Yeah, of course he's the only one. Who the heck who's getting blocks like him? I was trying to look up stocks. Nah, don't worry about it. I agree with you 100%, Clan, but we don't have the votes. Yeah, I just hate that he can't. Like, I don't know what he could do individually to get Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he is the Defensive Player of the Year. He's arguably the best defender in the NBA right now. I don't know. I think he'll dominate it though. I mean, it looks like it's one of those awards, Defensive Player of the Year, where they'll allow one player to dominate it. At least that's what it seems like. Like, at least a span of time, they just completely dominate it. Like, you got Ben Wallace, Mutombo, he dominated. Olajuwon won 2. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where like he wins every year. He can't win with the criterias. What's the criteria? Oh, we can go here. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold on. Criteria. 1, individual defense. The player's ability to defend their own man and prevent them from scoring. All right, he got that one. Check. Team defense. The player's ability to contribute to their team's overall defense, including communicating and teammates helping on defense and protecting the rim. Well, he should get that one too. Statistics. The player's defensive statistics, including blocks, steals, rebounds, and defensive win shares. Okay. Impact on team success. The player's impact on their team's overall success, including how the defensive play contributes to the team's ability to win games. That's tough. Overall defensive ability. The player's overall defensive ability, including their versatility, quickness, and ability to defend multiple positions. Well, he got that one. He got like 4 out of 5 of those. The winner of Defense Player of the Year is typically a player who excels in all of these areas and makes a significant impact on their team's defense throughout the regular season. So yeah, it's one of those unwritten rules where it has to be the team. It's just dumb, dude, because Defense Player of the Year is a team award. Yeah, it's just stupid though, because he's so good. It's like it's undoubted. Like every single night, he's like the best defensive player on the court. Like that's stupid. You can't hack a Shaq on him. He seems pretty clutch. He's just going to be dominating, dude. It's going to be not... I don't think we can comprehend how many championships the Spurs are going to win with Wemby. Like, seriously. We have a competent franchise. We know exactly what we're doing. We have a competent coach, competent front office. We have so many draft picks coming up. They make really great moves. I mean, I guess I just said front office is great like 50 million times, but it's true. And then you have a guy in Wemby that he's just, not only is he clutch, but he approaches the game the right way. He loves basketball. He's not one of those like tall guys where some coach came up to him and said, you should probably play some basketball. You're pretty tall. No. He loves basketball. He watches so much film and he wants to be like Jordan. He literally has Kobe Bryant as his wallpaper on his phone. Like he is a nasty human being, okay? He is not a nice guy. He's not. And if he can dominate the way that he dominates and he has the mentality like he has, I don't see how it's fair. He's going to win a lot of championships. We're going to win a lot of championships. It's going to be a lot of fun. I thought KD was his wallpaper. Okay, maybe he changed it. I don't know. Kobe was his wallpaper. Maybe he changes it every month or whatever. Hold on. That's not going to help me. Okay. Typing in the way I did is not helping me. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hey, Clan the Spurs fan has a video on this, I think. All right, guys. Hey, Clan. Does he? Is it? I try to push my limits when I suck. Oh wait, I think every day he disappears. Yeah, it was this article, or was it another article? One of these articles, it showed that he had it. Let's see. It's not common to take care of a gifted individual. He's passionate. He's interesting in everything. Much like Kobe Bryant, who he is a big fan of. He always wants to understand why he does things. Thus, a different approach is needed. There are obvious things in his while trying to influence his own acting. Okay. But yeah, he definitely had Kobe on his wallpaper. Let's see. I don't see it, but it was in this article that we went over a while ago. Clanception, exactly. Sochan is overrated in my opinion. Too streaky, maybe. I'll be honest with you. I don't see how he could be overrated when everybody underrates him. Like, I don't know. I mean, he has one bad game and everyone says he's trash. And one thing that people like forget is he's literally Wemby's age. Like, I don't know. One thing that bothers me is how everyone is so quick to be like, how great Wemby, which Wemby is great, obviously, but like Wemby's so great and he's only this age, right? Like I say it, but he's only this age. But then no one does that for Sochan. Like, no one does that for Sochan. He can have a good game and no one really brings up his age. He have a bad game, no one brings up his age. It's frustrating. He's the same age as Wemby. Like exact same age. I think he's like 6 months older. So frustrating. Yeah. But no, I think he's underrated, if anything. I don't think anyone really overrates him. Sochan getting no love, only hate. Most of the time he just gets hate. Anyways, I am happy. I'm happy. Sochan is untouchable. I have changed my mind. I like him. I will never say that he's untouchable. Okay, right? The right price, obviously he's not. But he will be one of the last people I would trade on this team easily. Him, Sochan, Vassell, and Wemby are three where I think we should keep them together. I really think we should keep them together. He's an overstated passer, great defender though. His role has changed a little bit, but he's still a glue guy. He's no like Ben Simmons as far as passing ability or LeBron as far as passing ability, but he's a good connector. Sochan can guard 5 positions. He can guard 4 positions, on occasion 5. Yeah. It just depends on who he's guarding. If like the guard can't be too fast, he won't be able to keep up with him. Like he's not going to keep up with Ja Morant really. But I do agree with you. Like he's Blake Wesley did a good job on Ja though. Good role player, not an all-star caliber player. I never said that. Sochan is going to be an all-star the same way that freaking Draymond Green is an all-star. Never said he was an all-star. He'll be an all-star the same way Draymond Green is an all-star, right? Like you have him, he's got the right team, he'll be an all-star. But yeah, I never said he was an all-star player. I just said he's a good connector, really good defender, period. And he's going to fit in just fine, and he'll be a crucial part of winning games. But I don't think he's like a superstar or anything. Gregory said, respectively, Clan calls him a good connector, not an all-star. Yeah, I never said that. I've also been very adamant and honest about me having a bias towards players like Sochan, like those high basketball IQ, great defender type guy. I've always had a bias towards those type of guys. Like that's why I loved Kyle Anderson. That's why I loved Manu. That's why I loved. Don't get me wrong, Manu like really was a star, but like I love Kyle Anderson. I love Derek White. Like I love those type of guys, and Sochan is one of them. High defense or great defense, high basketball IQ. Yeah. Clan, you're too emotional sometimes. You have a big bias on some of your takes. It's all good though. I mean, I guess. I mean, I am a fan after all. I would wonder though what takes I have that like are purely off of emotion and they're just bad. I mean, I think the only thing people can really bring up is really Sochan, the Sochan stuff. But like, I do think he gets too much hate, and I do think he's a good player. I don't really see why people would say he's a bad player. Takes are fair for the most part. I feel like they are. I love Sochan's fearless attitude, even as far as trying to high five the opposing team. Yeah. What do you think about Perkins? You lost me right when you said Perkins. Saying the clock on the Spurs, Wemby, for the Spurs to build around. Dude, they've been saying this since like week 2. I don't know. I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Look, Wemby understands what's going on. Okay, he understands. It's no way that they didn't communicate to him what's going on, what their plans are, what they want to do. He's a generational talent. He's a superstar. They talk to him. There's everything that he says is almost a complete reflection of what we heard from Popovich. Like, it's a mirror image of what Popovich has said. The whole team is speaking the same language. We even had our owner coming out saying exactly what the plan is, what the Spurs are trying to do. We've had our front office, our GM say exactly what the Spurs are trying to do. It's been shown in their actions as far as getting so many draft stock, so many draft picks in the future. There's no reason to sit back and be worried about, well, his timeline is this. And Perkins knows nothing about the Spurs. He doesn't talk to the Spurs. He's nowhere near the Spurs. He just talks. Perkins says anything. It's the same thing with Shaq. Shaq just says anything. Wemby's the same as Bobo, whatever. Like, I don't know. These people, I don't necessarily hold their opinions in high regard. They're entertainment, and that's what they are. Like, it's just dumb. But yeah, you don't have any real bad takes. It's just part of being a fan, and some of our takes are blinded by bias. It's all. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And I'll definitely get hyperbolic. I'll definitely get a little crazy sometimes. But I try to be fair. Good stuff.